paintball. Welcome back to the channel. So we did a couple things this morning, waiting on a call back. I think we might have figured it out, but also figuring out I also might need to fix something. Then we should be good on the whole air system here. We'll do that shortly. However, we got the USB cable ran in here and underneath here. So what I'm going to do somehow is once we get the Longhorn center console in here, I'm gonna get this USB cable ran into it, you know, up in here so it's hidden. Obviously the phone app will work too, just to get the you know, the remote kind of mounted, kind of settled in. I'll mount it somewhere in that center console, and then obviously, like I said, I'll have the phone app to control the truck as well. But we'll get to that shortly. But we did that, and we also hooked this up to a switched wire here in the fuse box, which now that I think about it, I don't know if I have the keys for this truck here, so we may have to disconnect that and just send it to straight power. While we're waiting on that phone call back, we ran to Eastwood and we ran to Harbor Freight. Got some regulators, some new inline dryers, and I got a little bag of paint gun filters somewhere. They're probably still in the truck, but just getting myself ready to paint. I need some line dry for my compressor, but yeah, we got to paint a bunch of stuff for this. We got to paint the car, we gotta paint, I gotta paint a roof, I gotta paint, there's a lot of paint coming. I gotta Raptor line some rocker panels. We got a lot of stuff to do, but we got a lot of paint coming, so I just want to prepare myself. And we also got a vise, which I don't know, it's right here. Yeah, so everyone who told me I need a vise, yeah, we got one. Harbor Freight, like 70 bucks, whatever. We'll probably bolt it to this table sometime this week after we realize we need to use it and don't have bolts for it. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna try and fix this, and hopefully this thing could get moving. Okay, so I definitely don't have the keys, and a lot of, even on TikTok, a lot of people using these to like jumpstart these trucks. I'm not doing that. We could try that sometime, but I just need to do this honestly because I put these together. The headlights should come on. Maybe, I don't know. We're about to see. But also the compressor should kick. I don't want to like shock myself. Alright, forget it. We'll just do it the redneck sketchy way. There it is. Yep. Okay, let's just put that here. Funny. I think that O-ring in there took it out. If we didn't connect that ground the first time, it would have been fine. Okay, so turns out the wire we had that comes off of the controller is a grounded purge. So when you ground it out, it'll purge that. Second issue was the O-ring inside of that, you know, purge thing was misset. So I just took the snap ring out and smashed my fingers a bunch of times. Got the O-ring reset and got that in there. We should be building up to 150 PSI, and the truck should. There it is, 77. 70, oh, 80. So once this gets to $150 or whatever it tops out at, this truck should dance. We start this wizard now. So system not calibrated. We're gonna start. Vehicle is on a level service. Wheels are straight. Wheels are free of obstructions. Manifold is mounted. 2 compressors. Calibrate pressure, manual or auto. Let's just go with auto, see how it works. No height sensors. Vehicle will now move. Are you ready? I guess so. Thing just aired itself out. Oh. Oh, wow. gonna do the rear now. Wow. That is funny.
I hate these measurements. So let's actually put this B at ride height really quick.
How do I get to the menu? I don't know what to do here.
Let's see where we're at. This is 25 PSI up here. Seems a little low. Ooh, that's like mush.
Let's crank the fronts up. Oh. Eight and a half.
What's that, like 65 PSI-ish?
65 and 62. Let's crank. Yeah, that's 8.5.
Needs a little more. Oh.
All right, bring that down.
I think that'll be key.
What the heck, man?
65.
Now we're like way hot. Let's dump that. Okay. Guess 64 PSI is the winner.
All right, so on the rear, ride height, bag height is again, this is the rear, so bag height of 8 inches.
Actually at 7, so we gotta go up an inch. Let's go up,
Oh, good night. No. Come on. I don't fully get this. I want like a PSI. 10 inches. Why is that so touchy? No, too much. Why is that? I want even amount. So we're technically at 8.5, just like the front. Let's fall into a can of worms. Obviously, with the bed on there, it's gonna put some weight back there, but we can adjust then. But right now, that's about, wow, that's like kind of tall, even though there's nothing really.
Yeah.
There it is. Wow, I'm dumb. I can just set it. Okay, success. So, if I go up, if I put the front up, I put the rear up. Oh, no. If I hit this button, we should go to ride height. Paintball. All right, guys, so after messing with that for like a minute and a half here we go. Look at this thing. It's lifted. This is like max. I think I could probably bump the pressure in the front a little more, but yeah, we are at, this is what would be like a 7-inch lift, and obviously you put 37s on this thing. This would be the same height as my green truck the first time around. I do want to air it down at the moment because that'd be a cool shot, but I don't have the keys for this, so we're running off a straight battery power, and these compressors have been running, so they said the voltage is low, so I don't want to drain those batteries out. So I'll bring the keys tomorrow, and I think all I ordered 2 lift pumps for this, 2 different ones. We should be able to go over it in that video or in tomorrow's section of this video because we didn't really do much today. But I'm glad that our problem is solved. Everything's run where it needs to be run. And all I got to do is connect that thing back to the fuse, and we'll have the compressors and everything turn on with the ignition. This is just nuts. This is just stupid. I don't understand why I need the truck to do this, but man, is it sweet. So I can't get over it. I'm still dumbfounded, but whatever. I think it's gonna be sweet, and I really can't tell fully how this truck looks, obviously with no bed, because when I dump it, I mean, it comes all, the frame will like pretty much rest on this tire up here, which is sweet. A couple things with the controller. If I hit a preset, it'll kind of air up to like the wrong height, even though manually setting those pressures, the bags are measured at 8 inches at ride height. So I think I just gotta, you know, mess with it a couple times, overcompensate here and there, and it should be perfect just to hit that button and we'll go right to ride height. But I think I'm gonna leave this thing aired up tonight. But what we're gonna do tomorrow, like I said, the fleece and the, I think I just gave it away, but I ordered a fleece lift pump and a fast lift pump. Don't know which one I'm doing yet, but you'll see tomorrow. Also, we're gonna set this at ride height. We'll tighten everything that needs tightened. Really, it's only these trailing arms. Pinion angle looks pretty darn good, so we'll measure it again, but I think we're straight on that, so we could probably just tighten these in, these 4 bolts, and then these 4 bolts, and then the radius arms up front, and then at the cross member, so we can get everything tightened, and we may even be able to get the bed back on tomorrow, if I can get the hitch off with the bed on. If I can't do that, then that might be just a pain to do that, and then have to take this off, but I would love to get that in there, and then we can finally, I know I'm talking too much, but that's just me. Live with it. Then we can start the audio in here. I know I said I was shipping the seatbelts a long time, but I haven't shipped them yet. I'm gonna ship them tonight, and they'll be back here later in the week. And we could throw our audio system, which means we'll come in here, take off all our door panels. We got amps for the door speakers, and we got amps for the subs. We're gonna throw the subs in here, door speakers in here, and then we could start running the harness for the heated and cooled seats front and rear. Start reassembling this interior, and have a drivable banana ram. And then we just got a couple paint things to finish up. Rock lights. And then it'll be smooth sailing. I got some other stuff coming for under the hood. Wow, this thing is tall now. That's crazy. I remember we used to be able to like look in here, but yeah. Got a couple. You guys saw that live and in action. Anyway, a couple things for under the hood. I don't know, like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how crazy I'm going. I originally intended to throw a set of compound turbos on here as well. But I don't know. Maybe just, you know, boost tubes, intercooler, obviously our ram air, and maybe just a tune. This might do everything and more we needed. It already does everything and more than we needed. This airlift thing, this is freaking nuts. Super proud of myself though. This is our first airlift, and I think it's pretty rad. But yeah, we'll check back with you in the morning, get some other parts, and get this thing kind of more buttoned up. But just kind of giving you guys an update on where we're at with this thing. But sheesh, this thing is just nasty. All right, guys, it's the next day here. A lot of you are probably going to unsubscribe at this moment. However, and until you put a pair on your face and look at yourself in the mirror, you don't realize it. It's kind of like driving a Corvette. You look at them and you're like, what? And then once you drive it or use one or whatever, then you understand. Both of our lift pumps are here, and we'll go over that shortly. So here we have our fleece lift pump. We also have our fast lift pump. These both just came in. Gonna put the box back together. Now I've gone through this in my head multiple times, like multiple times here. As you know, over here on 6-7 line, I gotta do some iron decontamination off the suspension here because it's looking quite grungy. But on this truck, we do have a fast lift pump tucked up right under here. Cat filters and all up in there. With the fast, obviously I've used that. I mean, the thing is amazing. If you go watch some of the fast fuel system videos on YouTube about their filtration and water separation, blows anything out of the water. I've had zero issues with that thing, and that thing is just freaking awesome. So that's why I have another one here. However, also in this field of doing a whole bunch of stuff to vehicles left and right, this is also why we have the fleece system here as well. Now, the fast is external, the fleece is internal. If we go with the fleece, it pretty much, you know, pop that ring off, pop it in there. Excuse me, I think UPS is here. Well, funny we're talking about that. UPS did just show up. That's a box from Fast as well. You know, because we did the Fast system on the green truck, seriously, zero complaints, zero anything. Love that thing. But we also did the compound turbos and everything, but the fleece one will also hold up to 800 horsepower. Now, like I said, I don't know how much horsepower we're actually gonna put down to this truck. That's gonna come in within time. However, I think we might go with the fleece here for the simple reason of, I did a Fast already. I wanna show you guys the other options. You know, non-biased, non-nothing. Like I said, I absolutely love my Fast. It's quiet, it's dead quiet, and does everything and more than I need it to do. But in this instance, looking at the setup we have, considering we just ran a bunch of air lines and a bunch of harnesses to get all this working, it might clean it up a little bit if we just put the fleece in here. And like I said, the fleece will handle up to 800 horse, and we can still swap out this filter and the one underneath the hood for cat filters or whatever other filters you want. There's adapter plates for it, and you can make it happen. So I think we might change it up on this one and go with the fleece, but stay tuned because I have something exciting, very exciting, for that Fast. But just wait on that. Like I said, I love the Fast. I got something for the Fast, but I think today we're gonna go with the fleece.
More banners.
Guys, over the years, the amount of tools I've collected, this is probably the best one. It's literally a fuel tank lock ring removal tool. Even the instructions to this fleece are sitting there and they're like, you need a large hammer and a pry bar, and everyone sits there, and especially if you like on my Silverado where it's like rusted in, you'll sit there for hours. Me and my dad were sitting there pounding it, trying to get that ring off. Then I bought this and life changed. But let me tell you, look at how easy that was. We're already to put this back in and run our harness up in like 20 minutes. This thing will be done. That's what I'm talking about. With the truck being lifted 7 inches, way too tall to work on. That's a lot better. All right, so that was like pretty easy, honestly. Most of it was just zip tie wires, and obviously with the right tool, it takes 2 seconds. This should fire, like the Fast, it's cranked for like a long time, but this, it should fire considering all the lines are still full, and you got nothing. I'll prime it twice, but we'll see how this goes. And just like that, we're ready for 800 horse. No priming, no nothing. It was just ready to go. Sounds like 800 horse. No leaks, everything looks good. And just like that, guys, new lift pump installed. You don't really need the bed off to swap your filters, but if I could find a kit and get it here before we get the bed back on, checking on something with the hitch, and if not, we may be able to throw the bed back on sooner than later, but if I could do it with the bed off, that'd be sweet. You know, swap those filters out. Reason why people swap these, especially for cat filters, and even on the fast side, cat filters are so much cheaper, and obviously they're used on heavy duty like commercial equipment, so that's why people do that. But you know, a filter like this is probably 3 times the price as just, you know, a replacement cat filter to do the same, if not better. That was awesome. I'm glad that install went like this, and yeah, let's get the rest of this lift tightened down. Long journey on this Kelderman lift with just a lot of things left and right, and we finally got everything and all the parts in. This thing looks mad good. Obviously our wheel liners need to go back in there. No, I'm not painting them yellow, they're gonna stay black, but we gotta get the rock lights in there. I'm gonna put the connectors on it this time, so if we ever need to take them out, we can just like disconnect it here. And then while the bed's still off, I'm gonna figure out a way where I could put them. I do wanna, you know, even if I made some like homemade brackets or something, see where we're at there. I'm waiting on my buddy. I think we're gonna get a hitch worked out where, you know, we'll get it powdered. Time will definitely tell, but she's ready for 800 horse if we need it, which is awesome. Everything in the rear is finally tight. Trailing arms, well, trailing arms are tight. Radius arms are tight. Now a lot of you are gonna ask, would you recommend this lift? Yes, 100%. Problem is, this isn't a, you know, a out of the box lift. This kit is fabricated by a company to make your truck do something it's never supposed to do. So in that, there's a lot of learning that goes on, you know, a lot of different tools and little things that you'll need. But once you do one, like I could do this again. Like I said, I did the coilovers on the green Ram. And now that I got the AIRED on this truck, I kind of have a good idea of what needs to be done, and we can do it. That was like, I was just saying that this is the biggest part of this build, was this AIRED kit. Now, coming down to it, everything else is going to fly. A lot of small things, which is nice because this was a very labor-intensive process, and it's nice to be able to just do a couple things that aren't so labor-intensive after this. So that'll be awesome, and then I can't wait to get that Longhorn interior in there. Like I said, I want the speed poles in here because the ones we got from Speed Pole, man, they look filthy. They are absolutely nasty. You already know lollipop red with brushed accents on those speed poles. So those flag poles are gonna set this off as well. We just got stuff left and right, but I'm so happy that this lift is done here, which I'll have to fine tune a little more when we get the bed on for like all the proper weight. Why is it always these keys? And where are they? Yep. But this should get us close to ride height, I think. Possibly. That looks a little high, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. If any of you guys know anything on that, like I said, I measured multiple times. I'd get the pressures right, measure multiple times. All the bags would be at 8 inches. I set the preset at those pressures, and then as soon as I just say crank it up, drop it down, do whatever, and then double tap that preset, going back to those pressures does not set the truck at the same height as it was when I set that the first time. So I don't know, but we'll figure that out in due time. Like I said, I want to get the bed on. Maybe that has something to do with it too. Maybe that's about right. If that's right, then something just worked its magic in that sense. But I mean, it looks level, it looks right. I don't know, but anyways, guys, this thing is just nuts. Actually, you know what? Let's drop it all the way down. And honestly, yes, absolutely yes. Voltage is low, got to start the truck. But regardless, look at that. We got a lot more coming for this truck, and when we get the wheels and tires on it, you guys are going to be stunned. Like I said, I'm waiting on tires. I've been trying to contact people, try to find some, but we'll get a hold of some soon. Other than that, guys, super happy with how this turned out. If you guys enjoyed this video and you like how this turned out as well, shoot this video a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please get down there, click subscribe. While you're down there, leave me a comment, tap the notification bell, click all so you don't miss out on any of the uploads. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one.